Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about 10,000 viewers, how you can get them essentially for free. We're going to talk a little bit about if you want to spend a little bit of money, but we're not going to get into spending a ton of money on a big ad budget or anything like that. This is all about organic, how to get 10,000 viewers. So really, here's kind of one of the new updates that's kind of cool. The goal here is not to get 10,000 people on your list. You can, but Facebook and Instagram and YouTube make it a whole lot easier now because you only need to get 10,000 people on a retargeting list. So the big three platforms, you have Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Those big three platforms build the ability for you to, when someone watches your video, you can stick them on a list. They can pixel them. So you can go into Facebook's custom audience and say, anyone who's watched any of my videos, give me the ability to contact all of them with an ad. And you can do the same thing on YouTube and Instagram. So basically you can put them on a list. It's not like it's in Aweber or MailChimp and you can email them anytime you want, but you can run ads to them anytime you want, which makes it super, super easy. So the goal is, this makes it a whole lot easier. Like building a 10,000 person list is pretty tough. You don't do it overnight, but putting 10,000 people on a list that they've just watched your videos, that's pretty freaking easy to do. So here's step number one. Same thing, if you guys watched the video about 10,000 readers, I want you guys to record your manifesto just in video form. Again, this module is more if you love being on video, if you just love making videos and you like editing them and being in front of the camera, you're not going to write your manifesto. You're going to actually record it on video. Then I want you to break it out into smaller pieces of pillar content, and these are going to be pillar content videos. So most likely, if you write, or record a nice long manifesto, there's probably some probably 5, 10, maybe more key points that you're making in that manifesto that you can break out into little quick videos. The videos might be a couple minutes, they might be 30, 60 seconds. And then we want to distribute. So we're going to distribute all the main places: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, your blog, or your Medium. Now you can put them on Snapchat, and you can put them on, for video now, there's a ton. You have Vine, there's so many places you can put this stuff. Just Google it. Anywhere you can put a video and embed it, I would do it. Another big one obviously is Facebook groups, LinkedIn, anywhere you want your video to be seen by anyone where it's valuable for someone to see it, you want to put that stuff on there. So the next piece, so this is just like, look, this will probably get you to your first couple hundred viewers, maybe your first couple thousand viewers. And this is, you can go to the Brian Moran fan page or Brian Moran on Instagram. I think the screen or my username is Brian Moran 13. And you can see what we do. And you can scroll back and look to around like December or January 2018, December 2017, and see this is like when we started playing with this stuff. So we recorded a couple videos, broke it out, and we just started blasting those videos online. A couple things that helped off when we first got started is we took those pieces of content and we would do like $2 to $5 boosts to get the first initial spike of views on those videos. So, and those boosts would usually be on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the easiest ones. So I could just pull up my phone, fire it up, record a quick video, hit publish. There's a couple apps that I actually like. There's one called Videorama. Sorry, this pen is dying. Videorama that you can use right on your phone and edit it and create a nice little 30, 60-second video, publish it right there on Instagram or Facebook, and then go boost it for like $2, $3, $4, $5. If you have more money to spend more just to get that initial boost out there, because the snowball starts to take effect when you start getting to this 10,000 viewers mark. So that's the goal. The other tip right in the beginning is Instagram hashtags. So Instagram lets you you can put 30 hashtags in a post. So what I will normally do is, if you see a post on Instagram, so let's say here's your post, and then you have a little bit of text down here, then I do you guys have probably seen this. The first comment, comment number 1, right here, is where I put 30 hashtags that are in my niche. So if this is, for my wife's ballet studio, these hashtags are not going to be entrepreneur, business, startup. They're going to be dance, dance mom, dancer, ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, all those types of hashtags in the first comment. I'm not going to put them in the actual status update here because it just looks spammy. Sometimes I might put 2 or 3 of them there, but I'm going to put 30 of them in that first comment right there, and you'd be shocked. Just go post to Instagram normally without that, and if your account has a couple hundred followers, you might get 5, 10 likes. Then put 30 hashtags in there, and you'll be at like 50 to 75 likes. And it just snowballs from there. So that is something that is really, really, really working well right now. So make sure if you're going down the video route or the Instagram route at all, you're doing that. Here's another quick tip that I didn't realize that we found out recently, is you can reuse your videos on Facebook, and you can boost the view count. So what is that? Here's what that means. When you post a video to YouTube, and I have little text down here, let's say that video gets 1,000 views. That looks cool. And Facebook says everyone can see it got 1,000 views, so it looks pretty cool. You then, a couple days later or a couple weeks later, you can, so let's say this is December 1st. Over here on December 20th, you can post the same video again, and it starts at 1,000 views. So if you get 1,000 more, now it's 2,000 views. So here's kind of the cool part. Number 1, the social proof of that is absolutely huge. So eventually you reuse this enough times and you have 120,000 views, and everyone who's watching it's thinking, dang, this guy or this girl is a badass. This video is awesome, and you're gonna get way more engagement, people clicking the like buttons, people commenting down here is gonna skyrocket just because that social proof is up. The other cool thing is in Facebook's, their insights, you're gonna see a list of all your videos, and you're gonna see, okay, this one kind of bombed, this one got 100,000 views, this one got 20,000 views, this one got 75,000 views, this one got nothing. You can cherry pick the ones that are doing really well and repost them and kind of stack on top of the success that you're already having. So hopefully that makes sense. Another cool one here, this is something that if you guys want to see someone do this really well, Gary Vaynerchuk does this really well, and Kerwin Ray does this really well. They turn their videos into audio and written content religiously. So they love making videos. They make a video, so that's the guru, that's you, and then someone else on their team takes that video, strips out the audio, and turns it into a podcast, an MP3 file that they can then create a podcast from. And then someone else takes it and turns it into a blog post or a Facebook message or an Instagram post or whatever. I mean, you can take written and post it all over the place. So just you creating this video content and hiring 2 people, and these people can be outsourced. I mean, this stuff is easy. You could find someone in the Philippines who can do this. You can do this yourself, honestly. It's not that hard. You can use a tool. There's a service called rev.com, R-E-V, that for like, what's it? How much does it cost, Scott? Like $1, like $5 to get a video or an MP3 transcribed into written that you can just post on your blog or post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So you get dozens of pieces of content from one video. So that is another must if you're gonna go down the video route. That's the best place to do this because it's so easy to turn it into the other pieces of content. So after you kind of get this going, then how do you step on the gas? How do you go from a couple thousand to 10,000 viewers and beyond? Well, it's simple. It's just like week number 2, you publish more often. So, over here you have your manifesto. This could be, this could be 10 to 30 minutes long. I mean, the point is it's long. These are short. These could be 60 to 90 seconds or longer. When you're publishing more often, when you want to publish your video or create a new little mini video and put it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, it can be any length. It doesn't really matter. I would suggest on Facebook that you do at least 60 seconds. Instagram, it can only be a maximum of 60 seconds. And YouTube, I'd probably be a little bit longer than that. I'd do like 2 to 3 minutes. But again, honestly, you should ignore almost everything I just said, except for Instagram, it can only be 60 seconds. That's a rule. You cannot break it. And Facebook, I would make it longer than 40, I think it's 40 seconds, because that's what it takes Facebook to count it as a view. If you put a 10-second video on Facebook and someone watches the whole thing, I don't believe you can put them on a retargeting list. So I'd make it at least 40 seconds. Those are the only two things I just said that you should listen to. Don't get in the game of, oh, well, the best videos are 2.5 minutes, or no, this guy says the best videos are 8 minutes and 17 seconds. That stuff is not true. It's a waste of your time. Make every video, just to be safe, like a minute or more. It doesn't matter how much longer, but you want to be able to retarget them. So now you're just going to create them more often. So maybe that's once a week, you go and create, a long 10-minute video, and the rest of that week you're breaking it up into little minute segments, and you're repurposing and reusing some of your videos so you don't have to create 3 to 5 new videos a day. The point is, the more videos you make, the more views you're going to make, period. Look at the biggest thought leaders, the biggest gurus, the biggest social media accounts of people who aren't celebrities, who can't just show up on ABC News and get 500,000 followers. People who actually work to get their followers. They're the people who promote and create content religiously all the time. And then 2, just like before, promote it everywhere. So this is a blend of, you create the video, it's twofold. You gotta make sure you put that video on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on your blog. On Facebook, you share it to groups. On Instagram, you tag friends and you tag other big brands, and you just dominate on these platforms to get people from those platforms to come back to your videos. There are thousands of ways to do it, and we'll try to share with you as many as we can. A lot of them, some of them are up here already, but you want to post it everywhere you can and bring those eyeballs back. And then as soon as they watch this video, you have them in this retargeting list so that you can continue to follow up with them. Plus, they're going to hopefully get on your list on these social profiles. When they watch this video, hopefully you're adding a bunch of Facebook fans, and you're getting a bunch of Instagram followers, and a bunch of YouTube subscribers, and people joining your Facebook group, and blog readers, and you get the point. You can get them on multiple lists. You can get them on the list on the social account. You can get that social platform to put them on a retargeting list for you. You just start to build an audience. And don't worry about getting this perfect right from the get-go. It doesn't have to be perfect. The main thing is you want to create a manifesto and pillar content so that your brand has a message, that people, when they watch your videos, they know, okay, like for me, going pro is my manifesto. That's kind of what I want my brand to stand for. So when people come watch my videos, everything's on that theme of going pro. I'm talking to a specific type of person with specific goals, and I'm avoiding and honestly detracting anybody else who doesn't really resonate with that. So that's kind of the promote it everywhere. And then number 3 is ask people to share. So this is one of the things that you see some of the biggest video producers out there doing, and we are now starting to do it, and it's working really well. So let's say this is your video storyboard, and this is the last screen. So your video starts over here, maybe it's you on camera, you're talking about whatever in the middle. The very last screen on your video, what they should see when it ends is 2 things. One, I think they should see some sort of branding. So just to put, you're trying to build an audience. You want to build the ability for someone to remember who you are. And then the really big part is asking someone to share it. So that could be a little animation, a little, a slide in Keynote or PowerPoint that just says, hey, if you liked it, share it. That's it. Just by adding that last slide, you will probably double or triple the amount of shares. And over time, that can literally be the difference between getting to 2,000 viewers by next month and 10,000 viewers by next month, that one little slide. So make sure to ask people to share, and that's pretty much it. Again, the core of this is have a mission, a brand, a manifesto, a set of rules, laws, whatever that your brand stands behind, that's behind your message, and create great content, create it as often as you possibly can, and distribute it on all of the major channels. And then some of these other little hacks will really help shortcut the process to getting you to 10,000 views. So that is it. If we have any other thoughts or resources or any other tips, we'll put them right down below this video. And other than that, we will see you guys next week.